So you can see, let me show you. Remember how we did last time? We add a photo, we scale the photo, and we trace them. That's pretty much basically what we do, right? We trace the trails. You can see, actually I can even put outside here. There's a couple of things we did, we trace the trail. Oh, you don't want to open directly. You need to open AutoCAD. And from AutoCAD, so here, I think you downloaded in your name. What you download? It's one of them. So yeah. Okay, let me show you how to open it. Okay. You don't want to open directly. You don't want to. It's not like a normal file, right? You don't want to double click this. It won't open. Okay. That's not the way to do it. You want to open AutoCAD. First step, open AutoCAD. So you have once we open AutoCAD, there's a welcome screen, right? And then there's one button called open. There's one button called open. And you click open, and you need to find the file that you downloaded. How to find the file that I just downloaded? For example, I downloaded this, right? You can look at here. There's a show in folder. You click show in folder, which means in my case, I was saved in this kind of places. So it's normally you need to go to your go to desktop, go to your name, like the name, and under name there's downloads. Most of the files that you download from Chrome is in this downloads, and you should find the file that is in the downloads, and then you can open it there. So that's how when people share your AutoCAD file, that's how you do it. Okay, you need to download it. Once you download it, you open AutoCAD. You open AutoCAD, and there's button open. You click open, and then you find the file that you downloaded. Okay, how do you find it? Is through finding your name. You go to desktop. You see there's a drop-down menu. You go to desktop, or you go to just your name. Find your name. You should find your name, like Yan Song, or your name, wherever your name is, right? And you click it. There should be a folder called download, and it's in there. Okay, so everything that you download from Chrome is in this download folder. And then you just should see this file. You good? Good? Okay, perfect. All right. So there's two things that I would love to do. You'll see the two new things that we haven't learned yet. Okay, we learned a lot of things, right? All these kind of tools we kind of already learned, right? The first thing is there's one here. It's called a hatch. You can actually hatch things. So, for example, I click hatch. Ooh, there's a new just show number of new options, right? Then you have a lot of options to choose. Like, for example, I can pick whatever. There's one actually for, I don't know what it is. Like this Earth dots. For example, I click dots. I click in here. You just click. Basically, you just click, and you find out. Ooh, I zoom in. This is all the dots. Well, if you don't like it, you can pick others. You see, this is soil kind of. So you can fill in patterns as the way you want. Okay, you have to zoom in to know it because we're so huge. Okay, but you can also scale it. There's one. If you look at here, scale. This is 110. If you change to 100, see, then you become more easy to tell. Or 1,000. Let me make it. Let's say 1,000. See, it looks like this. 500. It looks like this, and you can change to others. You see, these dots. 600. It looks like this. So that's how you kind of fill something in with a pattern. You can even change colors. See, I can change color to green. There's all kind of others. There's one. Yeah. No, you good. You just click this, select this hatch button. You just click, then you have all the options there. Yeah, you'll come.
And then
You just click the shape and then just you click the shape you want in, and then you click the area that you want to do. Like, see here, you click hatch. Once you click hatch, so your button become this kind of a cross sign, right? And you click. Actually, they automatically put on there. I just click. It's there. I just click. It's there. Okay. It's automatically. They will automatically like hatch. All right. That's how you put all kind of graphics on 2D. All right. We good? We good on this one? Perfect. Okay. So this is about hatch. There's another one is, you probably wonder how I draw this kind of lines, how I make sure they're, perfectly aligned and all that kind of stuff, right? That's actually another difficulty. How you draw these kind of patterns, these lines that are all parallel with each other, is through a tool called array. That's through a tool called array, okay? The two kinds of, if you go to the drop-down menu, there's actually three kinds of array. If you look at the first array, let's say if I just draw a box, I draw a box. I just draw a normal box. Okay, I just draw a box, random box down here. Make sure the layer you're drawing, okay? Right now I'm in layer 0. I always draw in layer 0. Remember the layers? See, actually, yeah, please check my layer. This is how I organize my layer. Trails, trees, grass, buildings. So yeah, look at my layers. Just make sure. So see here, right now I'm in layer 0, which means everything I draw is gonna be in layer 0. Right? You can see from here. Layer 0. Okay. So then how to do array? Super easy, actually. I just click array. See it? Did you see it? I can drag the distance of it. You basically just select that object and click array. And you can see, and you can enter the rows, like how many rows you want, how many like columns. Say your rows, I need, let's say, 15. So it looks like this. See that? I have this. And like columns, I only need 1. So it look like this. That's how I did those patterns. Okay. Try that, please. Please try this. And you just click close array. And you can use this bar to attach it. You want them further and closer. Make sense? Okay. So then, but the point is, we want to create this kind of matrix like this. Okay. You can also want them further or longer. So let's say, okay, let me show you the end result. Okay, and I click close array. Then I have this array, and what I did is I just move this array, like this corner, all the way to here. Actually, I move this corner, so you see how I move, okay? I select the object, click enter, and then move this corner here. And then I rotate. See how I rotate it, okay? I select it and rotate it. This is how I rotate it. See, I rotate it this way. Like this. And then I have this array. Okay, see whether or not you can do it. You can see whether or not you could create an array and rotate the array aligned with this aspect. Like this. Because my screen is kind of too black, right? Is it too hard to see? Yes. So when you do array, make sure, see how my array looks like. I have 17 rows. I only have 1 column. Okay. I think a lot of you did it. Okay, then look at screen. Then look at how I did it, okay? What I do is, every time I click this, it still shows as array. So then the next step I'm doing, I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click explode. Because I cannot change every single line here. But if I click explode, see, I just select this. I see here, they break them into individual lines. What's the benefit of this? Once I break this, I can start to trim. See here, if I click trim, see I can trim all this. I can trim all this. So you align perfectly. I can trim everything that I don't need. See, I trim all this. So you perfectly aligned with. So I have a paving pattern that kind of align with the lawn work perfectly with other areas. Okay. We're good? Explode. Okay, or you can type in explode. You have to explode first. This is explode. See here? Explode. 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 Okay, you can type explode or click explode, but you have to kind of select your array first and then explode. And then you should be able to trim them. And then you can create a perfectly aligned paving patterns. Does it make sense? And then you can, you can hatch them if you want, see, I just hatch them. I hatch like the ones that I want. I hatch this. So I have like some kind of pattern associated with it, right? Something like that. Okay. Good. You can assign. Yeah, you can assign different hatch here. As long as the shape are close. Be close. Rotate, explode, trim. That's kind of the flow what we're doing, okay? All right. We kind of already finished one thing, okay? Then the next thing. Trees. We all have trees, right? And we will have a lot of trees. See how many trees we have on here already? All right. And we have multiple kinds of trees. Okay. Let's draw a tree. Just draw a random tree, okay? Let's draw a tree somewhere here. Say here. I draw a circle. I draw a circle. And then I'm gonna draw a square in the middle. Random square. Doesn't have to be perfect like this. It doesn't even have to be in the middle. Okay. But just as long as you have something like this, represent the trunk or whatever. I can even make the things in the middle like some random shape. Doesn't have to be perfectly square. Something like that. That's okay too. But anyway, so what we need to do is we need a circle in the middle and something. Sorry, we need to draw a circle and something in the middle. Once we have that, that's the first step. Good? Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm looking for you. Okay, so once you're done, then we're moving forward. So this is the trees were created. Then I'm gonna show you a new concept. It's called block. Block. How I know block is if you click the trees I have here. If you click it, see the trees I have here. If you click it, see why I click this tree and then you select. See, I cannot even select the lines here. It's just that this whole tree is a whole thing. I cannot even select other things. But the good thing is I can move them at whatever I want. See this? See, I can move this tree whatever I want. So all these lines all together are kind of like a group together. They're grouped. Okay. So we need to do something similar with this. Okay. The way to do it is, see here, we have a tool called insert. And then there's once you do insert, there's a button that create block. Okay, basically what I do is I just create block and I give a name like my tree. And then They ask you pretty much that's all I need. And they say base point. I probably click specify on screen. See here? I do specify on screen. Or to be honest, you don't even have to do that, but yeah, let's just check specify on screen first and click OK. Then they want to ask me, oh, select object. I click and then I click select object. And then see I have a square. Then I'm supposed to able to select this object and hit enter. Boom. You see this? Yeah, so this is my tree. And then click OK. Once I did that, see they said specify insertion base point. I just click on random point. And then next time when I go to this insert, I can find my tree here. See, this is my tree. I click it. See, I can find it here. So I can find one tree. So this is my tree, darling. Then I should be able to kind of copy them whenever I want. I can copy as much as I want. See here? All those trees are the same, exact same. I can change them to the different. Just use the copy. Here. Once you created a block, you click insert, click this tree. Then you will see, you will see it kind of move with my mouse. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so that's one thing, okay? And the benefit of this is you should be able to kind of copy easily. See here. Once you have one block, you should be able to kind of copy whatever you want. See, I can make this whole like a forest. Okay, I can make this a whole forest. Okay, once you created one tree, you just easily copy them all together. And I will show you the benefit of this. Okay, let me show you the benefit. See, I created a tree grove. Let's say I grow a bunch of trees, right? There's already like hundreds of trees in there. And the professor said, I don't like the color. I don't like what's inside. I think the tree is, how about change it? And then you have to change every single one, right? But you don't have to in this case. All you need to do is you can click it and you go to insert again. And there's one, I think you can right click. You can go to block editor. If you click it, you can see your tree here. Okay. And then all you need to do is see if I change this, let's say this stuff in the middle. Actually, let me change right now the layer is in the photo. I can change the layers. I can change the shape. See, I draw another circle. Right. And once everything is done, once this is done, I think you could go to block editor. You click this close block editor. You just change something there and you click. Say save change to my tree. Click OK. You'll see all the trees change all together. Okay, so basically, yeah. You right click. Once you created a block, you can right click. You can open block editor. Once you open block editor, you see your tree. And anything you change with this tree, see, I delete this. I draw different circles. Oftentimes we also draw like the lines in here, some lines like this. Some lines like this just represent, branches, trunks. Okay, so, and you go back to block editor, you make sure you have to hit this, close block editor. Once you hit this, save changes. and all the trees change together. And you can move them and use them again, reuse them again, copy them. So that's basically how it goes. See, I can if you change them to different layer, then they will move to different layer. Okay. I change to tree layer, then go to tree layer. There's some colors showing up. So good, 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 good. Perfect. That's how you do trees. You can do all kinds of trees you want. Right? You can do like trees, big trees, small trees, bushes. You whatever you want. Okay? But the point is, there's a concept called blocks. Okay, just remember that. And then there is a last step I'm gonna show you. Okay, there's another step I'm gonna show you. Okay, see, I just move one tree here. I just move one. There's another array. See, this one array. There's another array. This is called a pass array. What I do is I select my tree. I click pass array. Basically, I select this pass curve. Oh my god, that's so bad. Let me see. I guess I need to change my tree base point. Wait a minute. I think the issue is see here. Okay, I have a problem is every time I click the tree, my base point is here. Okay, that's the issue. See, my base point is like very far. So you probably want to move your base point in the middle of the tree. Okay, that's the mistake that I made. I can go back to block editor. Edit block. You gotta do it. Double click maybe. Third, edit attributes. No. Define attribute, manage attribute. Okay, I guess the reason is create block. Let me see. Edit block editor. Okay, so here's the reason. Okay, you see, when I go to my block editor, see, this is my block editor. Everybody know block editor, right? There's an issue. You see, this is the middle of the block editor. This is where my tree is. So if I move my tree, see, I move everything of my tree in the middle. So see here, I move everything in the middle like this. So this is the center of it actually. So if I do this, then I click OK. Save change to my tree. Then you see here, that's actually the way to do it. Makes sense? Yeah, so you right click, go to block editor, and you will find out your tree is not in the center. So see, we have an X and a Y axis. You just move. So if your tree is like very far, like if your tree is like here, which means you're not in the middle. So basically you have to select your tree and move it to the middle. So like this. So once they're in the middle and close, you will see, oh, every time you select the tree, the base point is in the middle. Then you have the benefit of, see, if I move this tree in here, okay, and then I can choose the array tool, the pass array tool. I can select the object, which is the tree, and I can select this Oh shoot. I guess it doesn't work. Why is it not working? See, it's like this. That's a little bad. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of goofy. All right. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Never mind. Let's just forget that tool. Okay, we're gonna come back later. Okay, you just draw trees. Just you can use your hand actually. That's totally fine. You just put your trees down. Yeah, just copy them. It's similar. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I will figure out what's going on with this tree, okay? And then maybe next class, we'll figure it out next class. But it's not a big deal, okay? Okay, so this is pretty much all the workflow in terms of creating a plan. What else? Oh, okay. The other is dimension. Everybody, we kind of learned dimension already, right? Yes, already learned dimensions. We kind of see if we put dimension like what we did last time, right? We can put dimension. Let's say, okay, how far from this end to the other end, like this end to this end. And you see, oh, I don't see anything. The text is so tiny. What should I do? See, the text is 4,843. That's the first thing. You know, what should I do? Anybody recall? Yes, go to the properties. You right click, property. You right click. That's how you do dimensions. Remember, you go to properties. Let's do it together. Yes, it's actually important. We'll go to properties, and then what? See, I select this dimension and then I have properties. Anybody remember? Yes, we change the text size, but also there's units. So right now the unit is decimal. I need to change them to architectural or engineering. So it's 400 feet. Then text size. There's an option called text. I can change the text height. Right now, I change text height to like I don't know, 36 inch. They become bigger. It's still too small, actually. I mean, even more, like 48, 60 inch. So then I can see the text. See, I can see the text now. That's how you do the dimensions. Okay, even 80. Let's change to 80 inch. So it depends on the size of your, of your plan. Okay, sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller. I can use the same dimension for the building. See, oh, how wide is this building? I do a dimension like this. But the issue is here. It's still too small. So what should I do? So see here, I have a match properties. Match properties. Excellent. Match properties. Okay, then you use match properties. Select the source object and select this object, they automatically change it. So you can do all the things you want. See here, I have all the dimensions that I want. I can even do a dimension for the lawn. I can do dimension for my lawn. I think it's this side all the way to the other side. Click here. See, it's super small, right? What should I do? Match properties. Match properties. Okay, so it's 242. Okay, so that's kind of the plan. What plan should be? Okay, is you draw all the elements. You have hatch. You have dimensions. Just make yourself familiar with the properties. Okay, you right click properties. Just make sure if something is too small, you always can find ways to change them through properties. Okay, properties. Yeah, make sure you can do that. And the last thing is text. It's pretty much the same, okay? You can do multi-line text or single line text. I just click text. It's super easy. You just click. You can draw a box, and you can type. Texas AM. Why is it black? But yeah, you can do multi. It's the same. Yeah, the multi-line you can just do 2 lines. Texas AM. Campus plan for engineering college, and then click close editor. Oh, shoot, nothing show up. Wait a minute. Let me do it again. I don't know why it disappeared. You draw a box. You just type in. Just make sure you change colors. Okay, see, you change color. I use the just 0, the layer 0. Okay, I just say Texas AM, and then enter. I think I just why it disappeared? Let me see. First corner. What? It disappeared. Oh, it's still here. It's just too small, I guess. Why is it so small? Can you guys see the text? I cannot. Actually, I draw it, but it's too black. Let me see. I, 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 I guess before we do that, we have to change our layer to 0, so it's not black. Then do it again. Let me just do the text again. Did you see it? Okay, perfect. I just type whatever. Oh, I still didn't see it. It's still there. It's just I see. See, it's super tiny. See that? It's super tiny. All you need is just change back to text height. I just changed it like say 300. Then that's it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just super tiny. I just click. Oh, sorry. So basically, once you draw, you select the font, and here in the property panel, you can change the text height. I change to 25 feet. Then it can become 25 feet. So you can text this. It's super tiny. Yes. It's super tiny. Just a small white dot. You right click property. Okay, perfect. And you right click property. Again, the text is kind of tricky in here, right? You always have to change. But in the future, what's the good news in the future? You just copy it. See here, I just copy it. Then I have copied the same text. So in the future, you only have to do the text once. Once you do that, see this, you can change it. You say, this is a free corridor. So you can always change them later. And you can make them smaller in different places. Okay. So this kind of what we're gonna do, okay? So to just take a screenshot, okay, on this. So once you take a screenshot on this, then I have another very important thing, okay? And you don't have to kind of follow me and because we have time, but actually you can. We still have 10 minutes, okay? So what this do is your professor will always say, I mean in the future, say, because once you draw this, you say, let's print it out. Let's print it out, like say 1 by 20, 1 by 40. You know, you always hear that, like 1 by 100, right? What that mean? It's about scale. How you print it in a printer, you know, and you can print it out and you give it to people, okay, this is 1 by 100, which means, by the way, what do you mean by when people say 1 by 100? It's usually say, when we say one, it's usually inch, because that's kind of how people, yeah, it's kind of, people just all say, you know, inch. So when we say 1 by 100 is 1 inch equals 100 feet. 1 by 20 is 1 inch equals 20 feet. So if you print, like say this plant, if you print, you know, in a paper, if the 1 by 100, which means 1 inch in that paper equals 100 feet. Okay. Now how we do that, right? That's the key, right? Okay, let me show you how I do it. Okay. There's a window here, it's called layout. If you click it, that's layout. So this layout, you can imagine this is a paper. Okay, this white space is a paper. And you don't have to follow me on this, okay? Just look, okay? So right now, what I know is, see here to here. Here to here is 400 feet currently. Here to here is 400 feet. I have to measure 400 feet. What's the scale right now? What is the scale right now on this page? It's kind of hard to know because you don't know. You don't even know how many inch is, right? You know, you don't even know how many inch is from this point to that point. We know it's 400 feet, but I don't know how many inch, right? It's not, yeah, it's not 1 to 1 yet. You have to know the paper size. So what you can know is you can right click. There's a one called Page Setup Manager. And then they tell you it's 8.5 to 11 inches. So you can even modify. You can, yeah. You can check. See, it's 8.5 by 11 inches. So which means this whole page, here to here, is 11 inches. Here to here is 11 inches. And then here to here is, you know, about how many inches? About 4 or 6, right? 5 or 6, right? So, okay. So it's 5 inches and it's 400 feet. So, which means per inch, how many feet? 80, right? Because 5 inches equals 400 feet. Per inch, you just divide by 5, right? Equals 80 feet. So this is a scale, is 1/80. Right? That's how I think about it. But it's not like a perfectly accurate, right? So in the future, if your professor say, okay, I need a map 1/80 in an 8.5 to 11 sheet, right? Or paper size. There's a way to do it. You can do it by here. You can pick, basically, you see this box. I just select this box. Then I can pick, once I select this box, there's options here, right? And then there's all kind of options. See, this is like a 1/8. This is 1 inch equals 1 feet. This is 1/16. 1/64. If I click this, it becomes bigger. Okay. But it's not like 1/80. Okay. So what I do is I create my own. what I do is I create my own. So basically I click custom, I click add, I just say 1 inch to 80 feet. And he asks this, 1 paper unit equals how many drawing units? Okay. So then I know 1 paper unit is 1 inch. And drawing unit, I want them, so I want 1 paper unit is 1 inch equals 80 feet in drawing units. Okay. And I know the drawing units is inch. Okay. All the drawing units is inch too. So basically the drawing units here, I should enter 80 multiplied by 12. Multiplied by 12. So it should be 960. So that's about 1 by 80. If I click OK, I have 1 inch equals 80 feet. I click OK. Then I click this again. I go to, this is the one I created. I click. So that's perfect. So that should how it looks like. Okay. So you just be aware in the future, okay? You don't have to do it today, but in the future, in your studio class, you print out your own drawing. Your professor probably ask you how to print out a scale. Okay. We will start with this next class. We will start this next class. Okay, I will show you again how to print. And the other thing is I want to show you another thing. Okay. Let me show you another thing. So I will give a new assignment. We all know we'll finish the first assignment, right? Everybody build your own house, that kind of thing, right? So there's a new assignment. Let me see. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's actually here. I think I published it. You should be able. Oh, you sorry, haven't seen it. It's here. It's called the Create an AutoCAD plan. So I give you. Basically, I have there's a file base. There's a lot of files, right? When you download this file, this is what you see. Okay, you see and this is the procedure. Let me show you. Yes. So there's a couple steps, okay? So I will give you a file, and the file looks like this. You have a photo. Remember the photo? Yeah. We do have a photo, and we have a DWG file. And when you open that DWG file, see, I opened it for you. Click open. Okay. Let me see. There you go. That's kind of how you're gonna how it looks like. Okay. This is the file. It looks like you already have a base map. Basically, you already have a base map. You don't have to draw the base map. What you draw is you create layers, and this is a base map. Basically, you already have it. But you draw this. This is what you draw. You draw. Imagine a house. Okay. So this is. So in the end, you draw something like this. You draw it in there. This small. This is like a big plan. This is a house. Right? And you draw this. You draw it in there. And I give you the dimensions here already. See the dimensions? 22.6, 7.6, 15, and the names there too. So you draw this. Once you draw this, you create like a page with the right scale. So you basically create 2 pages. One page is kind of the overall plan. As the scale is 128. This is 1 by 8. And you print them. So you have 2 scale in 1 page. Okay. And the page is 17 by 11. Okay. That's kind of a assignment, and that's a good question. Actually, what we did the last time is just submit the AutoCAD file on there, so I know exactly. Yeah, yeah, 17 by 11 is the bigger one. So yeah, you don't have to print out to me, but you do. But I can see from your AutoCAD, so how you set things up.
We're just trying to recreate what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. And I have this due. Let me see. Do I have a due date? I think I have one. October 20th. Wow, that's really fast. Let me make it. Let me change it. Let me change it. Next Tuesday, okay? Let's make this next Tuesday, but you can start open up and see what it is. At least trace the map as much as you can, and then Thursday we'll have class time working on this.
Well, we have class on the next Tuesday. Just Thursday.
Well, yeah, both. I think we'll have both. Yeah. Good. Perfect. Because we pretty much finished it with AutoCAD at this point, so we just need more practice. More practice. Good. Thank you.